Good evening everyone, this is Amol working as assistant professor in SB Patel College of Engineering in Indapur. Today I discuss about the carbon footprint calculations for smartphone. So these are the week 1 and week 2 videos, and these are the number of likes and number of the views about week 1 and week 2 videos. Then I declare video outcomes as per the student point of view. Student will be apply the standard for selection of printers and its consumable while purchasing. Student will be remember this standard for designing electronic products. Student will be evaluate this standard while designing new electronic product. So these are the video outcomes from the week 1 and week 2 videos. Then we discuss about the standards followed in week 1 and week 2 videos. In week 1 videos we follow ISO and IEC 19798 standard about the printer. Then in a week 2 about the electronic product design for sustainability, we discuss IEEE 1680 standard. Also IEC standard is also defined about the electronic gadget. So these are the standards followed in week 1 and week 2 videos. Then we move towards our today's topic, smartphone. So smartphone standard. In this slide we discuss about the smartphone standard. So these are the some standard follow in a smartphone. So first standard is the ISO 11073 family standards, which is related to the device communication like cell phones, personal computers, personal health appliances, set-top boxes. Then standard 2 ISO 9126 about the software quality standard for smartphones. Then standard 3 ISO 25062. In this standard there is a defined software quality and evaluation for smartphones. Then ISO 9241 standard, which is related to the provide a framework for understanding the concept of usability and applying it to situation where people uses interactive systems like your smartphone. Then standard 5 as IEEE 802 standard, which is related to the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth appliances in your smartphone. So there is a IEEE 802.2.11 A, B, C. These are the standards declared in declare about the wireless appliances in smartphones. So these are the standard discussed in this slide. Then we discuss about the carbon footprint calculations. So when we define a survey about the carbon emissions of smartphone, suppose we use the smartphone for the 2 minutes per day, that time your 47 kg CO2 emissions we define, but we calculate the per day 2 minute usability of smartphone and it is calculated for the 1 year. That time total calculation is comes to 47 kg CO2 emissions. Similar way, suppose we use the instead of 2 minutes we use for the 1 hour per day, mobile use for 1 hour per day, then its calculation for 1 year, then CO2 emission is again increases. That is a 1250 kg CO2 emission is defined. Suppose we define this usability of the mobile phones, that time that CO2 emissions calculated for the whole globe per year, that time that value is again increases 1025 million tons CO2 emission emitted by the mobile phones. Then here this graphics also shows about iPhone X, that 64 GB model emitted the 79 kg CO2 emission as a green gas emissions. So this 79 kg CO2 emissions that we define from the 80% productions, 70% customer use, 2% transport, 1% recycling. So these are the one of the graphics related to the carbon emission about smartphone. So from this we then discuss about, suppose we use the smartphone, but use we can say some concept about, like a reduce recycle. But suppose your material of a smartphone is not disposable, that time that generate the e-waste. So e-waste is a major issue in a smartphone case. So suppose that material is again harmful to our earth, or harmful to environment, that time we can say that is a e-waste. That e-waste is again a major global issue that gives one of the problem to the whole world as a e-waste. So that e-waste we define in our India, that over 400 million current mobile users expected to increase to 500 million by 2010 end. So this survey, when we took from the 2007 to up till like 2020, that time this graphic shows that linearly increases these graphs. So e-waste is again increases per year, like every 2 years that e-waste is increases. So that survey defined, suppose sustainability every 2 years there is a increasing the e-waste. So at 2025 that graph is again increases. So that it shows that e-waste is again a major issue in a environmental point of view. So we want to concentrate about this e-waste issue also. So up till now I discuss about the CO2 emissions. That CO2 emissions, 1 minute we use, 1 or 2 minute we use the mobile phones, then how much CO2 emission is defined. Same way, that whatever material is used for the smartphone, that material is not disposable. uh, that time that is a major issue is the e-waste. So from this survey, that e-waste is again major issue. Then come to our next point as a sustainability. So I sustainability, when we discuss that time, sustainability we learn with respect to some like a methodology apply, or like a t-test method and ANOVA analysis method for the like a certain mobile phones. Like a iPhone is one of the phone. We apply this t-test and ANOVA analysis. That time Apple iPhone can be taken as example. The key factor of perception that smartphone consumers value the most in terms of sustainable practice are extracted through a factor analysis method like a t-test and analysis. Then iPhone emits less carbon as compared to other smartphones. Also, there is a future about the Apple iPhone is a more secure and long lasting. Same way, when we discuss about the sustainable design for the smartphone, that time there is a six factors are important about the sustainable design of smartphone. That's the raw material extractions, materials processing, part manufacturing, assembly, product use, and end of life. So these are the total six elements or six cycles are useful to design a sustainable design of smartphone. So thank you.